Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome in. Welcome in to our last class of our One Heart, One Earth May Movement Summit. And my name is Lisa Gunshore, and it's been just an honor and a privilege to be able to collaborate with incredible teachers and healers. All of our facilitators had so much to offer, and I've learned so much, and I've moved my own body, which has been great. And it's also an absolute joy and an honor to be your last teacher for today. So our closing circle is coming up here at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And for the next 30 minutes or so, you're going to spend some time with me as we practice compassionate yoga. And so welcome in, welcome to everyone who's joining live. And just find yourself to a comfortable seat. I'm going to go back to my mat, and I thought it would be really lovely to do this outside today, even though there's a little bit of traffic noise. So hopefully you can hear me okay. And we're going to get started. So welcome in to my class, which is compassionate yoga. And today I would like to teach you some practices that come from the Tibetan lineage and Yantra yoga that will help you to move the body. I found this quote that I thought would be the perfect focus for our class today. Practicing yoga is not about creating something new and different, but about freeing ourselves from obstacles and limitations so we can find our true and natural condition. And so as we practice today, I want you to hold that in your space, hold that and access the true, natural, authentic part of yourself that will be brought to the surface through these practices. We're going to begin in a 5-pointed meditation pose. I find it to be the most comfortable position for any meditation practices that I do. So when you sit, instead of crossing your legs, you're actually going to stack one ankle in front of the other. So you have one ankle and then the other one. So this is how it looks. There's one in front of the other. And when you do this, the goal is for your knees to touch the earth. And for a lot of us, that may not be accessible. If you have a block, you can use it to prop yourself up. But if you don't, it's totally okay. You can stay seated like this, or you can use a pillow, you can roll up a blanket, you can even fold or roll up your mat as well. And you're just gonna prop yourself up right underneath your tailbone. And you can see that when I do that, my knees now are touching the ground. And it's actually a very comfortable position. You can sit this way for long periods of time in meditation. The 5-pointed meditation pose is something that is used in Tibetan traditions to be able to keep the energy flow of the body without actually crossing the legs and crossing meridians of energy. So once you're in this pose, you're going to bring the palms together at heart center. You're going to spread your fingers wide, so you won't have them in prayer position, but instead spread your fingers wide. Take your thumbs and press them into your sternum just slightly and then down slightly. This will ground you through the high heart, the seat of the soul, and close down your eyes. We'll begin our practice today with 3 deep breaths together to bring us into our practice and to arrive at our mat. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose using your natural filtration system. And big sigh out of the mouth. One more time, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. You can bring your palms down to your knees or thighs, even to the earth, whatever is comfortable and accessible for you. Bring your chin to your chest. Feel the stretch at the back of the neck. Slowly flutter your eyes open, and then bring your gaze back to center. So welcome. The first practice that we're going to practice today is the 9 purification breaths. This is a yantra yoga practice, and it is an excellent way to begin any yoga practice or a meditation practice. So I'm going to walk you through this posture before we actually complete it. So in Tibetan yoga, women and men begin on different sides of the body. So for women, we're going to begin on our left side, and for men, you're going to begin on your right side. So keep this in mind throughout the practice. In Tibet, the women or female side of the body is the left side, which is opposite than what we're taught in most Western cultures and even most Eastern cultures. The women's side is the left, and that is the side of the sun. The men's side is the right side and the side of the moon. So it's just a little bit backwards, but it's really beautiful. It's how they honor women in their tantric tradition. So as a woman, you're going to start with your left hand. Again, men, your right. I'll be on the left. And you're going to inhale, lifting your arm all the way up, and then bringing it down and taking your pointer finger and your middle finger to your nostril, closing it down. Your elbow is going to be tilted up towards the ceiling, which takes some practice. You'll close down your nostril and breathe out the other nostril. So we'll do this slowly on the opposite side. So you'll inhale up, bring your 2 fingers to your nostril, close it down, keep the elbow up, and exhale out the nostril. So we're going to do this 9 times through. On the 3rd time, we will actually bow before we start again. And don't worry, I will walk you through this. The important part is as you're inhaling and lifting your arm, breathe in through the belly. And on the exhale, exhale all of your air forcefully out of your nostril. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now you're going to bring your hands to your hips. You're just going to take a nice deep breath in and exhale, bowing forward. All right, that was 3 times. We're going to do 2 more sets. Again, women start on the left, men start on the right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, breath, hands to hips. Exhale, bow. One more time through. This time I'm just going to give you the counts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, Hands to hips. And exhale. You might feel a little bit dizzy, a little buzzy. That's totally okay. The 9 breaths of purification are recommended to be done before any meditation practice or any yoga asana. Sometimes I even do them before I go on a hike or a run. It's an excellent way to clear out your system and begin working the muscles all in the lungs, the diaphragm, and in the rib cage. If you are sitting on a block or a pillow, you can remove it now. Now we are going to expand and contract the 5 senses. So you're going to bring your legs out in front of you like I have here, and you can flex your toes back towards your body. And just take a moment, roll your shoulders back, make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. This practice, again, accesses all 5 senses. So your vision, hear, smell, taste, and touch. We're going to do it 1 time through slowly, and then we'll do 4 additional times. So we're going to do 5 sets of this practice. So you're going to inhale your arms overhead, and then you're going to exhale forcefully and bring your hands to your armpits. So how that looks on the side, your back is nice and straight. You're going to inhale and then exhale. So your hands are up here as close as you can get. Now, when I say to exhale forcefully, one of the beautiful things about Tibetan Tantra is that the breath is about purification, much like every other practice, I think. But what's different or unique about a Tibetan practice is that the breath, when you exhale, is very forceful, pushing out all of your air in a vigorous way. So inhale, bring your arms overhead, and then exhale. There you go. Now, inhale, spread your toes and your fingers wide. Do your stretching. Now you're also going to do this with your face. So on your inhale, you're going to widen your eyes, widen your mouth, big smile, stretch those toes and fingers. And then on the exhale, you're going to contract. So you're going to squeeze your toes, squeeze your fingers, almost like claws. Think of like lions. So you're going to squeeze your toes, squeeze your fingers, and squeeze your face really, really tight. That's on your exhale. So you're going to inhale, open, spread. Exhale, close. All right, so we're going to do this exercise, and we're going to do it 5 times through. Now we'll only raise our arms for the first part. All right, ready? Your back nice and straight. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale. Now inhale, spread. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, spread. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, spread. Exhale, squeeze. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now relax. I'm sure you feel that. Feel the senses waking up. We're accessing the 5 senses. We're also accessing the 5 elements. It's so amazing. So now you're going to bring the palms of your feet together for Baddha Konasana, bounded ankle pose. But we're going to be doing something a little different with this pose as well. Again, to wake up your energy. Now, same thing we did before. I'm going to go slowly at first, and then we'll move on from there. So from here, you're going to inhale your arms overhead. And then that forceful exhale, you're gonna bring your hands down here by your armpits, okay? So what it looks like from the side, you have your feet together, back nice and straight. Inhale, and then exhale, hands are coming down here. Now I think this practice is pretty fun. We are going to vigorously shake our hands on our inhale and our exhale. So I'm going to do this once slowly. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Now on the exhale, you're going to bring your hands down to your hips on the side here. So inhale, rise, exhale, lower. Inhale, rise, exhale, lower. Okay, now that was 3 times. We're gonna do that 5 times as well. So palms of your feet together, roll those shoulders back so your back is nice and straight. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale. Now ready? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come up to your armpits. Exhale, down to your hips. 4 more times. Inhale. Exhale down to the hips. Vigorous shaking. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Whew. Okay. You feel that energy moving through the body. Now we're going to do the same practice with our feet. So take a nice inhale breath. And on the exhale, bring your feet up. And you can use your hands to kind of help you prop up. So this is what you look like from the side. You're kind of grabbing your feet here. And we're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna vigorously shake your feet. Now you have options. You can do it yourself. If you have mobility challenges with that or any neurological issues, you can use your hands to shake your feet. So you can use your hands to shake vigorously if you cannot do it. Because it's actually a challenge. It takes some practice. So same process. We're gonna shake our feet vigorously. Inhale, exhale, come down. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so we're gonna do this 5 times through. Take a deep breath, let it all out. Now inhale, prop yourself up, and then start shaking. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more times, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and relax. Okay, now I think that one's a little more challenging coordination-wise, but we're gonna do now hands and feet together. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale. Now, see if you can do this. You're gonna pull your belly button into your spine, engaging the core. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay. You can just sit comfortably for a minute, take a few deep breaths. These are just a couple of some really wonderful purification techniques in Tibetan Yantra Yoga. We're going to move on to a few other pieces before we head into the meditation. So we're going to move into a modified 90-degree child's pose. So you're going to take your right heel and bring it to your sacrum, and you're going to bend your left leg behind you. Now, if this is not accessible with your hips, you can absolutely bring your leg out to the side or even towards the front, whatever's more comfortable for you. This forms your 90-degree angle with your legs. Now from here, you're gonna inhale your arms overhead, and then you're gonna come down into a child's pose. This is a huge hip opener. You're gonna feel this on the inner thigh as well as your hip. Now, when you come down, pull in that belly button and try not to go right down with your hands. Try to bring it down all the way down. And then you can rest onto the earth in a hip opener. We're gonna take 3 breaths here. Nice deep inhalation, nice deep exhalation. Inhale, exhale. One more breath here. And then inhale slowly and gently. Use your hands to walk yourself back up to seated. Now you can bring your left leg long out to the side. So your right heel is still into your sacrum. Your left leg is out to the side. Flex those toes back towards your face. And you're gonna inhale your arms overhead. And then on the exhale, now pay attention, your arms are overhead, nice and tall. On the exhale, you're gonna twist towards your foot. Always twist on the exhale. And then come down, and you can put your hands on your shins, on your ankle, or your foot, whatever is comfortable for you. Think of a string pulling you up through the crown chakra. On each inhalation, get longer, and on each exhalation, twist and lower. And see how far you can go. We're gonna do 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're gonna just walk yourself back up. You're gonna take that left leg and you're gonna plop it over top of your right. This is one of my favorite postures, and I've been doing it for years because it helps your nervous system and your spine so much. If you can, plant your left foot completely onto the earth, but if it's not accessible, again, you can just rest it on top, whatever's comfortable for you in your position. Now, you're gonna take your right hand and place it just behind your knee on your thigh. You don't wanna grab directly on the knee, grab slightly behind. Left arm goes behind you. Same thing, inhale, feel the lengthening up through the top of the head. And on the exhale, twist and look over your left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then slowly come back around. Take both your hands and grab onto your leg and just rock it like it's a little baby. This is so soothing and nurturing. If you are challenged with self-care or you just don't like yourself very much, this is a great practice to do to remind yourself that you should be nurtured and to help soothe you. Now we're going to switch sides. So you're going to bring your left heel into your sacrum and your right leg is going to go behind you this time. Inhale your arms overhead and exhale, come all the way down, pull in that belly button all the way down, and then rest into a modified child's pose for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Nice deep inhalation into the low belly. And then exhale. One more time. And then use your hands to walk yourself back up. Now bring your right leg long. Flex those toes back towards your face. Inhale your arms overhead. And then exhale, twist and lower. Inhale, feel the lengthening through the spine, and exhale, twist. One more inhale. Exhale, twist and lower. And then take your fingers and walk yourself back up. You're going to bring your right leg across your left. Again, you can rest it onto your leg, or you can bring your right foot all the way down to the earth. You're going to take your left hand, place it behind your knee, and your right hand goes behind your body. Inhale, feel that string pulling you up nice and tall. And on the exhale, turn and twist and look over your right hand shoulder. Inhale, exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And turn back around to center. Grab both hands around your thigh and just give it a nice rock. You're gonna feel that stretch back in your glutes, maybe even in your hamstring. Just give yourself a moment of self-care and soothing. All right, now from here, we're going to come onto our shins. So you're going to sit back on your shins. Now I can tell you, when I started taking yoga classes about 15 years ago, I couldn't do this. This wasn't accessible for me. So if you need to place a pillow in between your butt and your heels to prop yourself up, you absolutely can. It takes time to stretch this out. And by time, I mean, it took me 15 years of practice to do this in a comfortable fashion. So it's totally okay, whatever works for you. Now from here, we're going to do a pose called butterfly pose. In Tantra Yoga, there's a lot of free-flowing movement, which I absolutely love. It starts to move the Kundalini energy inside your body, and it opens up all of your meridians and energy centers. So the butterfly pose, you actually begin with the tops of your hands are actually on the earth, and you're down in this way. And so you don't have to do that yet, because I'm going to show you here what this looks like. But you start laying down. On your inhalation, you're going to come up. So you're up on the sides like this. And you're going to inhale your arms overhead. And what you're going to do is you're going to be touching your hands together and looking up at them, the sky. Then when you come down, you're going to exhale, opening the arms up and coming back down. So this pose is meant to be a free-flowing pose. And it's called the butterfly pose because it's all about transformation. So we're actually shape-shifting into a beautiful butterfly coming out of the cocoon. And you want to think about opening yourself up to the universe. And on the exhale, surrendering to all that is. And so we're going to do this together, and I'm only going to cue the first time through. And the second and third time, I want you to move with your own breath and at your own pace, because the movement and the flow of energy is so intuitive, and it just allows you to connect with your own inner self. So ready, we're going to come down. Make sure the tops of your hands are on the mat or the ground. Breathe out all of your air. Inhale, rise all the way up, big inhalation. Touch your fingertips together, look up at your fingers. And on the exhale, come down, open your arms. 2 more times through, here we go. Inhale. Exhale. 3rd time through, silent. We're going to do one more time. Inhale. Exhale. And just come back up. Now you could really do that practice, the butterfly flow. You could do that several times through. It's actually really incredible for opening up the third eye center and connecting with intuition. It's also a wonderful practice in the place of frustrations. It's not only accessible, but it just allows you to really open and surrender at the same time. Now we're going to do one more activity on our legs like this. We're actually going to, so you're still sitting back on your heels. And again, if this isn't comfortable, get a pillow and prop yourself up. You can really do this sitting down as well if you want to. So you're going to inhale your arms overhead and bring your hands together above your head. Now remember, in Tibetan Yoga. We're going to go left if we're women and right if you're men. So you're going to take a nice deep inhale and then forcefully exhale to the left if you're a woman and to the right if you're a man. So inhale, exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale back to center. Exhale. And you're going to go back and forth. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. Now take an inhale breath. And now you're going to tip just like you're a teapot. Remember, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. So you're going to inhale, exhale. Women, go to the left. Inhale straight, exhale other side. Inhale straight, exhale. Inhale straight, exhale. Inhale straight. All right, really lovely. So now we're going to do one last tantric flow before we move into meditation. So you're actually going to come into tabletop position. And tabletop position, your hips are stacked over your knees, shoulders are stacked over your wrists. And I'm going to show you, it's usually pretty easy to see with my physical body, so I'll show you how this works. But usually what happens is I have a nice curve in my spine, so I don't have that nice flat back. So how do I get one? You're going to inhale your belly button into the spine. See how that flattens my low back. And then on the exhale, I'm going to press my shoulder blades together. So you can see again, this is just a resting tabletop. Now when I engage my core and lower my shoulders, now my chest is open, my core is engaged, and I'm in a more flat back. Now we're going to do a tantric chakra vakasana. So a tantric chakra vakasana is cat and cow pose, but with this really beautiful movement. And again, I'm going to show you and cue you through it the first time, and then I want you to move through it in your own breath. So when you're here, you're actually going to tuck your toes underneath. So you want a nice stretch in your toes, which is a little different from a normal tabletop. Now you're going to inhale, lift your tailbone up to the sky, and bring your gaze up for a modified cow pose. So in this cow pose, your heart, your chest is pressed forward, and then your tailbone is lifted up nice and high. Now on the exhale breath, you're going to push back, bringing your hips towards your heels, and then curve into a cat back. So you're really bringing your chin to your chest. You're using your hands to press back. You feel the stretch in your toes, and then inhale, rise. Lift your tailbone to the ceiling, come up to a cow pose. And then exhale, press back, curve, cat back. Inhale, rise. Now I want you to move at your own breath and really just feel the flow of this. I'm going to give you 3 silent rounds of breath starting now. So inhale, exhale. 2 more times. And then come back to tabletop position. And you're actually going to move into child's pose. So you're going to bring your big toes together to touch. You'll spread your knees nice and wide. And then you're just going to lengthen your hands towards the front of your mat. And just rest. Taking a deep breath, feeling the belly fill with air. And on the exhalation, just feel your heart center reaching towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Now on your next inhale breath, slowly come up. And we're going to come back into a seated position. So just gently find your way there. If you can access five-pointed meditation pose again, please do so. It'll be nice and comfy for this last portion. Again, you can prop up your tailbone with a pillow or a block. In order to access awareness, there are three precious pills to take. The three precious pills are stillness, silence, and spaciousness. All three of these pills are accessing ether and air, space, the elements of consciousness and awareness and mindfulness. And so I'm going to leave you today with a practice to access awareness. So just sit comfortably in your seat, and we're going to start with silence, accessing silence. So just take a moment now, and I actually want you to keep your eyes open and just look around the room or the space that you're in, wherever you are, and just look around and listen for the silence. See if you can find the silence in the space. Even with the traffic here, you know, there's this moments of silence. So just listen in your space for silence. Looking around. Lovely. Now we're going to access stillness by working with our breath. Stillness, much like the unstruck sound of the syllable Om, comes at the end of the exhalation of the breath. So if you take a deep inhale right now, on the exhale, just breathe out your air. Now hold it for just a moment. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Hold it and access stillness. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Hold and access stillness. 3 breaths. Because I want you to have the space to access stillness. So as you exhale, remember just to hold it for just a moment and access the stillness in that space. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I encourage you to do that practice anytime. Accessing stillness in the space in between breaths. Now, the last precious pill is spaciousness, and this is my favorite, and I'm so happy to teach you this. I'm just beyond joyful because we're going to work with the sacred syllable ah. Now, ah allows you to access spaciousness, and this is part of why I chose to teach outside, besides the fact that I love being outside. But the sky is endless space. There's so much spaciousness in the clear sky. But what's incredible is we're in a time where you may not be able to get outside to see the clear blue sky. You might be at home in quarantine or on lockdown. And so the sacred syllable ah allows you to access the vastness, the spaciousness of the clear blue sky within the syllable. So we're going to chant ah, and as you breathe in, fill that low belly full of air, and then on the exhalation, we're going to chant ah. And as you do that, I want you to see, so your eyes will be closed. I want you to look up into the third eye center, the ajna center, right? And directly in between the eyebrows and the forehead. And you're gonna look up as though you're looking into the clear blue sky as you chant ah. So each time you're going to view the clear blue sky through the third eye center as we chant ah. Here we go. Inhale. Ah. Inhale. Ah. Inhale. Ah. One more time. Inhale. Just relax. Notice in this space that you feel silence, stillness, and spaciousness. If you have the opportunity to view the sky, whether you're inside or outside, I highly encourage doing this practice with the sacred syllable ah, looking out at the vastness of space. It's even more incredible if you can do it at night when you can see all the stars in the sky, or looking out over the ocean at the endless horizon. But it teaches you, and in Tibetan shamanic practices, the goal is to access the elements through the elements. So finding your way into a quiet space and accessing stillness, and then chanting the sacred syllable ah while you're viewing the sky, viewing the ocean, viewing the stars. And if you can't do that, it's all right here. And you can access it through the third eye center and bring yourself into this beautiful space of stillness. I highly encourage chanting the sacred syllable ah 11 or more times in a row, because the unstruck sound, the silence following the ah, will give you access to the spaciousness, the silence, and the stillness that you're looking for. I want to thank you so much for taking part in our One Heart, One Earth Global Healing Summit, and for taking part in my class. My compassionate yoga classes are every Sunday at 4 p.m. And you can find out how to access those at my website, lisamgunshore.com, or you can email me at lisa@lisamgunshore.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bring your palms together at heart center. Spread those fingers wide. Bring your thumbs into your sternum and down slightly, and close down your eyes. We will take 3 breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Big sigh. We are all mirror reflections of each other. We are each other's teachers and each other's students. And I bow to each and every one of you. Namaste. We'll see you guys at 5 o'clock for our closing circle. Thank you so much, everyone.